Have you ever had a feeling? A hunch based on just one small, seemingly insignificant detail. Maybe you noticed a friend's slight frown and knew they were upset, or you saw a single dark cloud and predicted a coming storm. What if I told you there's a powerful Chinese idiom that captures this exact ability? An idea so profound that it has guided strategists, leaders, and philosophers for millennia. Today we're diving deep into one of the most insightful idiom in Chinese language, 见微知著, deconstructing the meaning. First, let's break it down literally. The idiom is a 4-character phrase, and each character holds a key to its meaning. 见, this means to see or to observe. It's the act of perception. 微, this means tiny, subtle, or the beginning trace. It refers to the smallest detail, the hint, the seed. 知, this means to know, to understand, or to comprehend. It's the cognitive leap. 注, this means conspicuous, obvious, or significant. It refers to the major outcome, the clear result, the big picture. When you put it all together, 见微知著 literally means seeing the small to know the big. Or more elegantly, to perceive the subtle and foresee the significant. It's the ability to predict a major trend or outcome by carefully observing its small initial signs. The story. The ivory chopsticks of King Zhou. The most famous story illustrating 见微知著 comes from the ancient text, Han Feizi, and it involves a wise minister named Jizi and the infamous tyrant, King Zhou of Shang. King Zhou was a new ruler. One day, he ordered a pair of ivory chopsticks. This seems like a small thing, right? Just a fancy pair of chopsticks. But when Minister Jizi heard about this, he was filled with dread. His colleagues asked, "It's just chopsticks. Why are you so worried?" Jizi explained his reasoning. With ivory chopsticks, he said, you would not use them with simple earthenware bowls. You would pair them with cups made of rhinoceros horn and plates of fine jade. And if you are eating from jade plates, you would not be content with simple beans and vegetables. You would crave the rarest delicacies, the meat of mythical animals. And once you crave such luxuries, you would no longer be satisfied wearing coarse robes in a small palace. You would desire silk robes, live in towering pavilions, and possess all the finest things in the world. Jizi concluded, I am afraid of where this will end. I am troubled by the beginning. Jizi saw the ivory chopsticks not as an isolated object, but as the first domino in a chain of moral decay and extravagance. From that one way, tiny sign, he foresaw the zhu, significant outcome. A tyrant who would bankrupt and destroy his kingdom. This is 见微知著 in its most brilliant and cautionary form. Modern usage and application. This isn't just an ancient tale. 见微知著 is a highly relevant skill today. It's about pattern recognition and critical thinking. Let's look at some modern contexts. In business and technology, a savvy investor might use 见微知著 by noticing a small startup's innovative solution and predicting it will disrupt an entire industry. In science and medicine, a doctor observes a minor, atypical symptom in a patient and orders tests that lead to an early diagnosis of a serious disease, saving a life. In personal relationships, you notice a slight change in a friend's tone of voice and know something is bothering them, allowing you to offer support before they even ask. In personal development, you recognize the habit of procrastinating on small tasks as a sign that could lead to major failures in your goals. By addressing the small habit, you prevent the big problem. It's a phrase of praise. You can say, someone 善于见微知著. They are skilled at perceiving the subtle to foresee the significant. It describes a person of great wisdom and foresight. So, to recap, 见微知著 means to foresee a significant trend by observing its subtle beginnings. It's about the power of observation and logical deduction, as shown in the story of Jizi and the ivory chopsticks. It's a crucial skill in business, science, and everyday life. This idiom reminds us that the future is often hidden in the details of the present. It encourages us to be more mindful, more observant, and to think about the long-term consequences of small actions. Can you think of a time when you or someone you know used 见微知著? Was it in your work, your studies, or your personal life? Until next time, keep observing the details. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Chinese wisdom, please like this video or subscribe to the channel.